Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vusani Mateta, and today, or tonight rather, I will be your host of GraceTalk. It's the Women Edition. We are taking over. Women of Power is taking over today, and I'm so excited. I'm scared. I'm nervous, but I'm very sure I'm a woman. I'll get through this. So today, my guest is a very beautiful young lady, very talented, by the way. But I'll let her introduce herself. And yeah, we'll move from there.
Hello everyone, my name is Charlene Moyo. I'm 14 years old. This is not my first time, but I must admit I am very scared. But I know that I'll conquer this with the help of my aunt,
Yeah.
Vusani.
Why are you scared? I mean, I've seen you do an interview with Tili Maumera. You were very good, by the way. I saw, Mommy saw it, and she's like, you know what, we need to get her to sit down with us. So, I mean, is public speaking your new thing? Are you interested in this now? Is this what you want to do?
Yes, I do public speaking at school quite a lot, but I first have to actually get over the fear that there are plenty of people there and yeah.
Can I tell you my secret? You know what I do when I get scared? I picture people as ants. Like I just see a bunch of ants there. And it makes you happy because now you don't get to see. Because if I really focus on the people, I start getting nervous. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't do this anymore. But if you just start seeing people as ants, I'm telling you, you'll be fine. I was just talking to you before we started recording, and then you told me that you just got to high school last year.
Yes.
And I was thinking to myself, what was I doing at that time? And it's been a long time. I don't really remember what I was doing in high school. But I wanted to ask you, your experience as since this year we have COVID, obviously you don't have that experience of high school anymore. Like how would you want being second, grade 9? But how was grade 8 for you when you get to high school? Like what was your thought? What did you see that makes you got shocked? I know primary everyone is lovey-dovey, no one cares, everything. But high school people are more into trends, more into stuff that are just not sometimes aligned with your brand. Like what was your thought, like your first impression when you went to high school?
When I got to high school last year, I saw everyone it's we were at lineup and I thought that I wouldn't fit in.
Yeah.
That I'm so different from other people because some people are trendy and they're stylish, but I got a few friends and I was talking a lot. Like I was the only person in the group talking, and so I got used to them and they introduced me to new people and I saw that we're not that quite different.
Yeah.
And I saw that there are plenty of people who are pretending and I got to know their true colors. But my first year of high school was pretty great. It was nice.
Okay, so you went to high school. You're now learning people are going to parties. You're allowing people are going to do things. Like, did it change who you are from primary or thingy? Does it give you a different perspective, or everything is still the same for you? Nothing has changed. You're done with school. You go straight home. You're a good girl. All the stuff is
Yeah, it's pretty much all the same.
all the same. So okay, let's talk, ne? Let's ignore your dad is gonna watch this, ne? Let's talk. What is the one thing that you would love to do as a high school student that you know your father wouldn't let you do?
I am not sure.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not sure? I mean, I'm sure there are things that you would want, not basically not bad things. I'm sure there are certain things. I mean, parents are always going to be strict. That's a fact. But I'm sure there are things that you like, okay, if my dad would have just let me, I know music he supports, which I'm very grateful for because you're very talented. But I'm sure there are things that you also would like to experience or try or just to have knowledge of that sometimes maybe you get restriction of.
No, there is nothing I'm not allowed to do. I just choose not to do it.
Oh, okay. You're my kind of girl. I like you. I like you. Okay, then let's talk. You're 14 years old. Adolescence has started with you. You're very active at church. What has been a challenge for you as a teenager now? Obviously you're still very active in Sunday school. One of the leaders. what has been a challenge maybe transferring from just being a Sunday school and now moving to youth? You're basically a young person now. And I don't see you attend the youth. I don't know why, but now that I know your age, I'll be following you around. I mean, what has been the challenge for you within the church?
I guess some people expect me to act more mature because of my age, but I don't really see that as a need because I'm still 14. I'm still a child. I need to live my life so that when I'm older, I don't have to look back and say that I wish I had done this or this, or I wish I had lived my childhood out. So I think that's the only challenge that I've had so far.
Okay. What is the one thing that you'd wish to see the church is not even just basically our church, being a 14-year-old, that you think, okay, I wish church would focus more on? Because in that times where I feel like, okay, church should focus more on the youth stuff. And sometimes I feel like church should focus on the girl stuff because I'm part of those things. And obviously now being a newer lad, I'm sure there are things sometimes I feel like, okay, church, because you get exposed to different things as you grow up, maybe experience. What are the things that you would wish church would focus on also or pay attention to being a young girl in a church? And obviously our theme of this Women's Month is Diary of a Young Christian Girl. In your case, what are the things that you'd wish church would also focus on?
To be honest, that I've seen that our church doesn't really pay attention to us,
Okay.
the Sunday school kids.
Yeah.
Like we are usually getting shut out. So I think that what church should focus more on is the Sunday school kids because we are the next generation, the next youth, the next seniors. So I think that if they could show us and give us a little bit of time in the church, they could actually learn from us as much as we learn from them.
Yeah. Now that we're talking about church, how often do you read the Bible?
Every night.
Every night. What's your favorite scripture?
My favorite scripture is Jeremiah 29 verse 11.
Why?
I guess I know that I have the plan, and God says that He has the plans for me.
Yeah.
So I take that to mind, and my parents help me, and they show me, and they are also included in the plans that He has for me. So they are also guiding me and showing me what not to do and what to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So since you are into music, you play keyboard, you also sing. Are you gonna join the team in future?
Maybe, most probably. But I like being solo. Like, I want all the attention.
Okay. Do you have an album? Because I saw you did a professional recording with Tilly Mamer, by the way. Do you wanna get your own album?
Yes.
Also, you're gonna be our next justice. Yeah?
Probably even better.
You probably wanna be recording with Justice. No, and it's fine. So you feature him though.
Yes.
Okay. No man, I'm looking forward to this. Maybe I'll be your manager. Maybe you will get me.
Maybe not.
Scared. Okay. I've heard your father sing in a church. Do you think he's a great singer?
No.
Well, why don't you? I thought maybe since he teaches you keyboard, you sing together.
Well, he does teach me keyboard,
Yeah.
but I think that most music teachers, I won't lie, they're not very great singers. So, my dad isn't that great of a singer.
What would you tell future Charlene if right now, being the young Charlene that you are? Usually people always say it in the reverse. They're always saying, what are you going to say to your younger generation? What would you say now that you know? But Mina, I would want to look at it in a futuristic manner. What would you want to say to the future Charlene? If there are 3 words you can tell the future Charlene, what would you say to her?
Never give up. Those are the words I would like to say to my future self. And that there are those tough times, but you should never give up.
Yeah.
Like, you should always have hope and to trust in God.
Amen. And since you are the leader of the youth, what would you want to say to all the kids that you go to church with and all the kids, your friends? Obviously, I'm going to ask you about your friends just now before we wrap it up. But what would you want to say to a kid that looks up to you, or a kid that follows your steps, or a kid that you've seen also who you would love to just take lead to? What would you like to say to that kid?
I would like to say honor your mother and father.
Yeah.
Because those are one of the greatest commandments in the Bible. And if you honor your mother and father, your days shall be longer, and you will never go wrong with that.
Yeah.
So that's basically all I would like to say to them.
Okay. Are your school friends your outside friends? I don't know if it makes sense, my question. In terms of, I know that there are people who have friends outside, but are not there. They don't go to the same school as them. And I also know that people who have friends only at school and don't have friends outside. Are your friends the same people that you have outside?
Yes, they are.
You don't separate that?
No.
And do you believe in best friends? Do you have a best friend?
Yes, I have a best friend, but she currently lives in Germany now.
How? So it's a long distance friendship.
Yes.
I wanted to ask you about dating, but you're 14, hey? I don't have anything to ask you about that. And I don't believe your father would even allow that about you. But I'd want us to get a bit serious in terms of a lot of cases for GBV, if you know what gender-based violence, are targeting a lot of young girls, also elder girls. I mean, obviously we have a lot of cases with that. I'm sure at school they've spoken to you about it. And obviously your family have probably sit down with you and told you, don't do this, don't do that. What has been your perception now that cases are going up in South Africa and even in the world where you see those cases going up? How does it make you feel as a young girl who can, it could be you, it could be someone else your age, it could be someone else you know. I mean, what is your thought about those things?
The GBV, I think that with the cases rising, I practically feel unsafe to walk home now. But and I think that there are people that can make a change. Like most of our girls at school, they have started this activism thing, and they started accounts on social media to support the GBV, and one of them actually speaks and to talk about that. So I think that us as young girls could actually make a change if we stand up and speak up.
Yeah.
And GBV will eventually come to an end if we all have a say in it.
Yeah.
And if we can all speak up and we all have our say, then everything will be okay.
Yeah. I always say fear shouldn't be a woman's vocabulary. So I'm very, very, very proud of you. I have to say I'm very, very, very proud of you. I mean, Grace is blessed to have a kid like you. I always say that I've seen you active in the dances and the things. As we're about to close up right now, is there any last words that you'd like to say? And obviously there's things I would want to say to you, but is there anything that you'd like to say now that we're about to go on a break and then have another segment?
I would just like to thank God for this opportunity to be here with you.
Ooh, and she's a smooth talker, guys. She's a very, very smooth talker. Okay, guys, we're about to go to a break very soon. But I'd like to say this. If you are a young girl and you have a dream and you want to do something for yourself, be like Shelly. Don't be afraid to take chances. She plays keyboard, she sings, she's very vocal, she leads Sunday school, guys. I believe that if we have more kids active in church and enjoy church and don't make church just like a Sunday thing, I believe that we as the future would be very secured. So as we go on a break, we'll be playing Charlene's song. I hope you enjoy it and just as much as I have, and be blessed. Thank you. Welcome back to GraceTalk, the Women Edition. For those who didn't catch on my first introduction, my name is Vusani Mateta, and today I am sitting with two lovely ladies. We have upgraded from Sunday school, and now we're going to the young adults. We have and let me just let them introduce themselves so then I don't mess up anything. Ladies?
Okay, my name is Lisedi Muloto. I'm 24 years of age. I'm still a student at Sefakomagatu Health Sciences University.
Okay. Okay, my name is Kocho Mabunda, known as Koch. You see, that will never change.
Yeah.
What did I do? All right, I did IT at Tshwane University of Technology. Yeah, so I am a senior software developer. I am 29 years old.
Oh, okay. I think they said we'll have to speak a bit louder, but we should be fine. Coach, you have a stage name. Why? Are you a performer? Do you act? What was why the name Coach?
All right. I am Coach because it comes from my name Kocho.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I am a writer of TV drama. I am a producer. I am a director of a drama. TV. So I would love everybody to call me with this unique name. I'm not sharing it with anyone, ugly as it is. I love it. So yeah.
Yes.
And it does not have a meaning. That's what I like the most.
You are Coach, you are from TUT.
Yes.
You are the people who are doing the strikes. You are the leaders, you guys.
You know, you cannot complete a TUT unga striking like it have built me. That's why I'm powerful and yeah.
Yes.
No more striking and I used to enjoy them.
Yeah.
A lot.
You are the leaders who you are leading only say do are very quiet and they're very focused at school. It's like, guys, let's get out of campus. We need to strike.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies, so today I called you because I wanted us to do a sit down as ladies.
Okay.
It's a Women's Month. We talk all things women. And the theme is Diary of a Christian Lady or Christian Woman. I was just explaining to you guys what a diary is, what you put in the diary. And you guys were telling me, we don't do that. It's not our thing. But you told me that you put your thoughts on a poem.
I express my emotions on poetry.
Yes. And Coach was saying I do a drama and I don't put my life anywhere there. But I've known you for a long time and I've heard you speak proudly about your life and your expressions. So today I wanted us to talk about something that I think it's a cliche, but it's necessary sometimes. Relationships, dating. Your thoughts. I didn't want it to be too spiritual, but spiritual is needed. Obviously, we're Christian ladies, we have to talk about it. I wanted to hear, guys, your thoughts without having any answer question thing. Just to us to just talk about it. Dating, what is it dating? The importance of dating from our perspective. Obviously, if we're going to have a pastor, they would say it on a perspective of a pastor. Courtship is important. Obviously, that's the first thing that we always learn about. And maybe the attributes that people are expecting you to have. I mean, most of the time when you grow up, you're told to act a certain way to attract a certain type of people, right? And you're also told if you're a slave queen, you're going to attract money, but there's no love, right? And you're also told a nerd, it's security, it's stability, you get what I'm saying? So I wanted us to talk about that. What are you guys' thoughts about you guys growing up from a young age until now? What have you guys learned about relationship and what has changed for you from the time you started knowing what boys are to now?
I feel like dating is a forbidden topic when it comes to Christianity.
Yeah.
Like a lot of standards were set by the society. So like we follow the society's rules about dating and we come out wrong at most of the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach.
What can I say about dating is that Myself, I grew up. Let me give a background about myself concerning dating. I've grown up as a woman of God. Like I think I was born a woman of God. That's what happened in my life.
Yes.
I don't know living in the world, expressing whatever, playing around. I've never been like that.
Yeah.
I've been that girl who's very strict. Every guy who proposed me, they know the answer. Like I was well known from high school, from tertiary, and I was very proud of myself that I can bambisa any guy who comes. It was very nice. It was very, you know what? Now I'm reaping the consequences.
What do you mean? Do you feel like men are intimidated by you now?
You know what, man?
Yeah.
The church teach us the don'ts, and they don't teach us the do's.
Yes.
They don't tell us the right time to be in relationships. They tell you that, you know what, boys are not good. Stay away from boys.
Yes.
Whatever, everything they teach us to reserve ourselves, and they don't tell us when to lose ourselves.
Yeah.
So you find that I over-reserved myself to the level that, oh my God, now you are smiling. Those smiles are gone. Those people, guys used to fight in front of me, fighting for me by that time. And now I even feel like maybe I'm bewitched the way.
The way no one is coming.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Okay, so but since you're saying you're intimidating, it's about your character or your attitude. I thought maybe it'll be about money or your career. Because I do know that men who get intimidated of a lady who's successful, it intimidates them. But since you're saying it's on your character, I don't know, do you sometimes feel like if you told them I'm a senior, I do this, because I know you work for the Reserve Bank. Yeah. So does that also contribute on your approach from the people? Like how the guys, when you start saying I work at the Reserve Bank, they think, hey, she knows money, this one.
Yes, you know what? I'm not as rich as people think.
Yeah.
That's why I think maybe I'm rich. The way they are treating me, it convinces me that maybe I'm rich. You know, for me, my friends knows there is no broke woman like I am, but nobody believes. You see, even at work, when a guy who is driving a very nice car come to sit with me, they tell me that, hey, well, now we cannot afford you. You are very rich. I say, which riches now? It's not like I have everything, but whatever that it is, I feel like people are seeing it more than I can see it.
Okay.
They are seeing what my eyes cannot, where my eyes cannot reach. So, I am the intimidating person ever. I know. Maybe it's because of a strong character, because I call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
I'm that person.
You and I the same.
And I'm worst part, I am not a flatter. I know ladies, we flirt a lot, to get to know the guy and whatever. Hey, I don't flirt.
Yeah, I understand that. Since let's say we were hearing about don't. You were saying don't, whatever. And then now she's saying flirting. What is I feel like I also don't know how to flirt. I'm too straightforward for that. I'm very straightforward. Like, you do poem and all this stuff. Obviously, there are fantasies writing that you have in your papers when you're writing things. Like, what do you think flirting for Christian ladies should be? I heard you saying dance. What do they do things that you feel like, okay, this would be the proper way to attract the right person or to...
I honestly don't know. Because I've never been taught.
Yeah.
And I have to like figure that on my own.
Yeah.
What is
flirting? Yeah.
How do we go about everything?
Yeah.
I have to like figure it out as we go.
Yeah.
And I have no idea when it comes to Christianity.
Yeah.
What is the correct formula to do things?
Yeah. I went to what they call Assemblies of God. I remember when they told you if a guy proposes, he must come through the pastor. Then the pastor will then come tell you, this guy who's interested in you. And when you guys meet, there must be a third person there. Either a pastor or an elder. And the other guy must be standing on the other side. The other one must stand. But this new generation is too woke for that. So
it's not about being woke. I feel like you can't get married to someone that you don't know.
why? I've seen people who've dated for 6 months and they're very much in love. They're like, I
Yeah,
want to have...
6 months is like a long period to know someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long period.
My thinking is that there is no formula in dating. You know what? We can blame those old ways of doing things.
Yeah.
Hey, it was balancing our sisters there. It was balancing them very well.
Yeah.
Mena, I'm saying, what I can say is that we cannot suspend the new generation. But even those it was helping a lot. There are some people who are not go-getters, who are not out. Mina, Shem, if you can't see me and feel like proposing me, Shem, singleness is my name. Because I'm not that person who try to be, even if I can have that interest in a guy, there's nothing I can do about it.
So you rather have him come to you?
I rather have him come to me, and I can't even seduce them or at least take steps. I can't. I'm very foolish.
Have
on
a certain
that,
way
so
of working, and you know.
I
But okay,
can't.
so wait, the new generations, on the lips of the new generation, currently people are being encouraged that women must come forward and propose. So it means coach it's a no for you.
Like, it's not a bad thing to propose.
Yeah.
Let me say it. It's just that the character that I am have been built for so many years.
Yeah.
To be, when you are taught that, you know what, you must not do this.
Yeah.
You must not do this. So I'm like this now, telling me that I must go and propose a guy, and one Bambi is a guy. It's like imagine,
rejection is a
like
problem.
rejection is a serious problem. Imagine,
Yeah.
Well, personally, I feel like men should be pursuers.
Oh, so you rather be the preyed one. You don't want to be the
pursuer. No,
the
I don't
pursuer.
want
No, you don't want to be the one who's going.
Yeah,
for...
even like if you look at the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Male creatures are the ones who are pursuing the
lions, the giraffes,
lioness, whatnot.
But
So-
there are those who are pursuing, and then it works.
It works
Yeah.
for them.
There
yeah.
are those who are doing that. I cannot say that there is this formula. I know that our pastors tells us, you find each other from Facebook. It does not matter where you find them, how you
Come on.
find them,
Yes.
and as long as you pursue and it works.
You know, Coach, I've had people who met online and it works for them.
Yes.
I mean, we've dated my family right now.
Yeah.
We have all those dating competition sites and everything. For people, it works for them. But Christianity, when you tell your pastor that's how you met, I feel like they have this reservation of, hey, my girl, I can't. It won't work. It won't work. So I don't know. Is it if we had a formula for Christianity, since you guys were saying you're being told don't, would you guys have followed that?
Yes, you know what? Christianity, the reason why our mothers up there, when they teach us, our pastors teach us that we must date in a Christian way, is that there is this hindering of a sin that we've been preached to, which was a sin is a sin and will be a sin.
Yeah.
That sex before marriage is a sin.
It's obviously.
So the problem is, who are you going to date with that in this generation? Because every guy, even if they are not meaning, like they don't mean any harm.
Yeah.
They don't take that nonsense. They want us to do it with them.
But what about the brothers? There are brothers in church who probably... Okay, I know people are saying brothers are very scared. Listen, is already waiting for me. Listen, is coming for me, guys. Listen, is coming for me. What about our brother at church who have the same sentiments as you and I, because we are raised the same way? We know Jesus Christ. He died and rose again. He died for my sins. So obviously, if I'm capturing myself to say I want to be a virgin and I'm keeping myself for a guy, aren't they brothers who also have the same mentality as us?
I don't know.
You've never met them.
I've never met them.
I think they are there, but you know what's the truth? The truth is that those who are there are boring. That's the fact. those who are there in church, who does not want to do things right, they are boring. Like,
what do you mean? But so what are we looking for? I mean, if we are does marriage have to be exciting? And marriage has to be exciting, obviously. But what do you mean boring? What do you expect from them?
Like, you will find that those people who are players, more especially, they are very good in making one's heart beat in
also
a certain
romantic in a way.
They are very romantic. So that's why you find Christian ladies dating people who are not born again, and then leaving our Christian brothers who have the very same mentality with them. So the brothers who are dating in churches, in most cases, even them, they live like the world. They are not boring, but they don't buy the sex before marriage is a sin issue. Okay, those who buy it are boring.
So before we go to a break, right, I want to ask you this question. And you guys will answer. Let's say do answer thingy. I mean, if we are going to look for a man who's exciting, are we not conforming to the standard of this world?
No, we are actually. I feel like at the end of the day, you should like look at the purpose. What was the purpose of you dating in the first place? Is this the person that you'd want to spend the rest of your life with? By just looking at them first. That's the first thing. And then pursue other things. Like look at if this person can financially sustain your family, things like that.
We're gonna go for finances when it comes. Okay. I wanna hear Coach, before we go to the break.
Mina, I think staying with a person for a lifetime, you cannot afford to stay with a boring man. That's why there is a divorce without reasons. You find that you don't have valid reasons of divorcing a person. You find that the person is boring. So if you cannot find a friend in that particular person, what are you going to do with a person? If you cannot find someone who excites you, someone you are looking forward to. I know that when they say there are stages of marriage where some of the time you won't feel whatever, but at least he must remain a friend. Not that person that you, if it's not about the physical desire, there is nothing else. Like there is nothing you can do with the person. So that's
let's just hold it there. We're going to go to a break. And when we come back, we'll continue on the topic. Welcome back to GraceTalk, Women Edition. We're having a very interesting conversation today. We were just talking about the dawns that we've been taught about, and just Coach was saying a man must not be boring. So I wanted us to continue on that. As young Christian girls, how would you want, I mean, obviously I'm married, I can't have that conversation anymore. I can't define my hot chocolate man already. Yes, let me put it out there, I'm joking. But obviously you guys would have a certain way that you'd want a guy to approach you. So how would you guys want a guy to approach you? And that would make you feel like, okay, this is the one. If there is this word, the one.
I feel like pursuing someone doesn't stop when you are married.
Yeah.
You still continue to pursue your wife.
Yeah.
On your case. How I'd want a guy to pursue me. Take me out. That's the first thing.
So you're the romantic type.
Yeah, I'm the romantic type.
You want the works, the flowers,
the gifts.
The gifts, yeah. But some people would consider that as, slay queen, kind of.
It's a language of love. It's love languages, and I perceive love as gift giving. Yeah. I also give gifts.
Yes.
It's not one sided.
It's not one sided. Yeah.
But when the relationship is like going further, obviously, I'd start contributing on gifts, on let me take you out.
So your commitment would be the guy must.
Yeah, at first.
Yeah. To show his commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach.
Okay, for me, I won't say the guy like you think buying flowers and whatever. In fact, I don't have a formula how I want to be met, you say. But whichever way that I'm going to meet with a person, what I want first is to be respected.
Yeah.
Which most of the guys, they fail. From chatting, from calling, they miss that one. Tomorrow you want me to send you naked pictures, and that's where the blocking comes in.
Yeah.
So, Mina, I want a person who respects me. You see, and I think it is better to do a background check a little bit to avoid some minor things that you are going to do. Like you check what kind of a person I am, because I don't want a person who can come and tell me that, I sometimes go to church when I like. I am a church girl.
Yeah.
When you tell me that you are sometimes, automatically it's a rejection application form. So I want a person who is a Christian. To tell you the truth, I don't care whether you are rich or poor.
Yeah.
I am that person who wants somebody who have a vision, and the reasonable vision. I want that person. I don't like career people a lot. I don't like a man who works for a company, come back home and then sleep, works. That's not me. Yeah. I will want someone who have a dream of having our own something, our own company, having a business. Whether you have money or you don't have money, if ever you have what it takes for us to build each other, to be that, I am ready. I have a brick to build, and then I have I'm ready to be built also. So I'm looking for that kind of a person, not a rich guy or whatever. If you don't buy me flowers, it's okay.
How?
So
if you buy me flowers,
can I please ask a question?
Yeah.
When is the right time to start dating?
Age-wise or
anything, like age-wise, financially.
I feel like the moment you get, when I got 21, right, I got the key from my parents. Yes, I did. I got the key from my parents. I not that I was like, it was the key to say, go out to the world and experience every corner, no. But I feel like that is the time for when you start discovering yourself, 21, going up. I've dated before 21 years, but I feel like 21 is when you start understanding yourself. So maybe if that age, it'll be proper, but obviously there's no formula. I mean, some people date early and they get married early. Some people date late and they get married late. So I don't know. I mean, God's planning of my life, but
I think there is advantages and disadvantages of both.
Yeah.
Dating early, you know what? You grow up together, understanding things the same way.
Yes.
Like, I think it is advantageous to date early.
Yeah.
Like, I think 21 years is a lot, guys. Women have matured a long time ago.
Coach, you want to start dating at what time? 16?
Myself, I started dating while I was 20. I felt like it was...
You're late.
It was a bit late. We must learn quicker because children, youth these days, we grow faster.
Yeah.
If you can talk to the 8 years girl, she's already explaining how she's going to handle her boyfriend. So that's why we cannot run away. Trying to set a standard for 21 years, it's what make us to fail. So I feel like dating early, it is good. You grow together without... Now, dating someone like me, requirements are growing daily.
Yeah.
Because I have seen there is gender-based violence.
Yes.
Now, you are knowing things that you were not supposed to take note of.
But the guy also knows those things.
Yeah.
So what about that? Because even if we're saying I'm dating early, those things we already have knowledge of. Would that start a marriage to go south if it needs to? I mean, if a guy is already abusive on his own, I mean, obviously, I've always said, if he shouts at you or speaks in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, go out.
You see, that's the thing. Being independent for a long time, it's a problem on itself. I'm used to spending money my own way without anyone contributing anything. I'm used to doing things alone. I'm used to my privacy. I'm used to stay alone. So that on itself, it's a problem. Because when I have to find someone and then someone try to put 2 or 3 words on my money, we are going to have issues. But if ever we got each other from a young age, You find that we didn't even have money. You managed to build the legacy together.
So is it advisable to like date within the church? Do you think that's a good idea?
I didn't meet my partner at church, by the way, people don't know. I didn't meet Abel in church. We just end up going to church together and finding a church that we're going to do. I think I have not really the same notion as her to say they're boring. I just feel like, I mean, brothers at church are too scandalous sometimes, eh? I know too much, or maybe because I know too much. I'm too much into church. So I knew too much about the guys in church, what are they doing? And most of them are players. I feel like sometimes guys hide behind the Muzalwane, cap. And then they start jolling around and make you feel like you're the one. Until you are 16 of you in that church.
Yeah.
So I think that traumatized me so much. I was like, Muzalwane, I don't want. So I think it's good that you meet someone with the same values as you. It's very important. You must be Christian. It's very like how she says, if he says occasionally and I'm a full-time person, you'll never work out. But I don't think it's a must to find someone from the same church as you. Because sometimes you'll end up marrying someone who's going to make your life miserable. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So maybe go for what your heart wants. If you find someone outside, why not? But just make sure that your values as Christians are not compromised.
Okay. Yeah, but when you want someone from outside, we have another knowledge that is not of God.
Yeah.
We have been raised in a certain way.
Yeah.
There are also consequences on that.
Yeah.
It's that you will never live a holy life.
Yeah.
There is if you say that sex before marriage is a sin, they look like you.
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
But
which world are you? But at least when you are in church, you will sin knowingly that this is what I'm going to commit. But he understands the concepts of it. He understands that it is a sin. It's just that he's rebellious.
Yeah.
But that person knows that this is a sin. But the person who is outside, like others were pass, like they are doing some of the things, other religions and whatever.
Yeah.
It complicates our lives as Christians. So to keep our lives simple, I agree with you. You cannot date from the same church. It's not a must.
It's not a must.
But date within the church boundaries.
Yeah.
You
must be a Christian too.
You must be a Christian.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Listen, is money important to you? Because I heard you saying you want romantic partner. She says if he's broke, he's still fine. For his vision. Is money important to you?
How he generates money is important. Yeah, generating money.
The generating of money.
Yeah, it's important. According to the Bible, men are providers.
Yeah.
So he must be able to provide for his family if he wants one. If he's not ready.
What about this notion of 50-50? Where does it get in now?
I feel like everything works for, like, if it works for you, do it. If it works for me, I will do it.
You would rather have the head of the family be the one who's leading the way?
Yeah, but I will contribute financially.
Obviously, yeah.
That's why I'm going to school.
Let me tell you what I've seen about the danger of this. Not a man being a man, handling financial issues, and then you come as a pocket who buys groceries. I'm against this thing.
Why?
Because life, as long as life is not upon you, one day you are going to die. And you know what? If a man stays in Sante, you are married, you are staying there, you only buy grocery. You pay everything and pay whatever. The day that he passed away, you know what happens? And a person who's married, who is poor, and if a poor guy dies, there is no problem. They are continuing with their poverty.
Yeah.
But if a rich man dies, it's a problem that the kids have to leave Saints. What schools now? They have to go to liar school. You find that you don't even afford liar school. They have to go to the public schools. And you see, those things, you are going to look like, you won't even appreciate, even if you have something great. You won't even appreciate it. Because you've been making a man to do everything. So, Mina, what I will say is that these days, 50-50, it is very important.
Yeah.
It is not there to harm us. Let's not take it in an African way. This 50-50 thing, It is here to help us. Whoever passed away, I know that my children are safe when he passed away, so that I can take over. So if you are doing everything and you are trying to be a man, and that's what pressurizes men these days. Yeah. Because women, when they go to the interviews, they are taken. Men are not taken, and then you find that women, women are a priority in our country. Yeah. But you find that those men, they are not prioritized, and then tomorrow they don't even have money to buy us flowers, and then they end up not having wives, because it means they won't qualify to have anybody, because life is not favoring them. Yeah. I feel like it is not fair. 50-50, it is the best. I feel like whatever that you can do it.
Yeah. I feel like
don't wait
whatever works for you. You can, as a woman, I feel like you can take all of the finances and financial everything. And as a man, you can do that also. What works for you.
In your relationship, obviously.
In your relationship.
Okay, how do we keep a relationship longer? I mean, right now, you and I we've been talking about how we want men to capture us. We've been talking about financial stability, the requirements in the relationships. But how do you feel like, what would sustain your relationship should you be in the relationship? Because what you says is single, so I don't know, you single?
Myself, I've never kept anyone longer. So that question, I'll be lying. I've never kept anyone. My longest relationship is when it was a year. I've been to 2 relationships in my life. So the longest one is a year and maybe 4 months. There, I've never been in a relationship that. I think that one is good for you. Yeah. You've been there.
But also, I feel like you can only keep someone who wants to be kept.
Yeah.
You can do everything.
True. Because I believe if I do something fancy and I think I'm going to keep him, it won't work.
Yeah.
You want me to answer? No, for me, for dating the person for 6 years, I think friendship is important. Like you were saying it. Have a relationship where you are friends first. Me and my partner, we're friends. And that's why I was with Charlene earlier on, and she heard me saying dude to my husband. She's like, why are you saying dude? I'm like, we got so used to calling each other in, comrades, dude, all those things, that we are friends. There's nothing that I wouldn't say to him, because I believe if I don't get comfortable to say to him, then why am I with him?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, we're about to dive down. I think we left it 4 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And I would want to ask you these questions. You guys are very active at church. What is we've been talking about the church always having the don'ts all the time when it comes to teachings. What are the 1 things or 2 things that you would wish our mothers at church? We have, if those who don't know it, in High Grace, we have what we call a mentorship program, where the older mothers and those who are married and single mothers also mentor the young, and they teach them the ways. If you want someone to talk to, you have a mentor who's assigned to you. As the program is now going to be obviously taking foot, what would be the things that you'd wish our mothers would focus in terms of our generation?
Make it a safe space for us. Maybe put people like yourself. Okay. Because it's not long that you've been dating, and you know what's going on in the dating world. So put people like yourself so that we become comfortable with talking about things. Yeah, because sometimes we're not comfortable with speaking about certain issues with them because we perceive them as our elders. We're not supposed to say certain things. Yeah.
Okay, Coach.
I think they must teach us that sex before marriage is a sin, as they were teaching. They must continue teaching us that. But they must also teach us when. This is the what they miss. They must also teach us when to start dating as a woman, and they must also try to understand people's feelings in different ways. There are those who are gifted in controlling themselves. There are those who are vulnerable, and then there are those who can't handle. They cannot take a month without All right, they can't do it. There are those people who can't. So they must also take that into account. What I would love to tell everyone out there concerning that is that, you know what, everything starts from the mind. You are what you eat. You are who you stay with.
Yeah,
you are that, everything. If you see that the person saying that, you know what, I'm burning in flesh and I'm burning in whatever, such things happens a lot because of what you eat and what you have been thinking. So they must also teach us how to train our minds, how to guard our hearts, so that we can win on that.
Okay. Okay, ladies, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from you guys. I can't wait to have you guys again. Should we have that opportunity to learn more things from you guys? I believe our mothers are also going to be listening, and they will know what to take and what to not take if there's anything they can't take. But I think just maybe 30 seconds. If there's something you want to say to a young girl who's your age, if there's something you want to say to a young girl who looks up to you, I'm sure that maybe there's someone there who likes Scotch. There's someone there who likes Lisedi, or who sees Lisedi and like, wow, I want to be like her. What can you say to that girl? 30 seconds, ladies.
Okay, what I can say for someone who wants to be like me is that you must know how to guard your heart. You must know what you want, and then you must not sleep around, because you are carrying people's spirits wherever you go. So what I want to tell you is that, you know what, don't bind yourself with unnecessary people in your life. So don't do anything with anybody unless that person is the person that you are going to live your rest of your life with. Some experiences are not necessary.
Amen. And Lisedi?
And I feel like mistakes happens in life, and you can always repent, go back to Jesus Christ, pray about everything. Like, we are sinners and we are living on grace, so pray about certain things that you are not comfortable with. Like, other people are struggling with sin, and you can conquer that with prayer. So yeah, if you want to be like myself, I feel like also confidence is something that you should have. Work on your self-esteem. Yeah, those are two important things that you should work on.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, and see you next week.